What's up, everybody, and happy Monday to you. Welcome back to episode 11 of the Pickleball Recovery and Performance Podcast, powered by Paddle Pro Recovery, where you can get your organic, plant-based, rapid pain relief and inflammation reduction balm at paddleprobalm.com. And don't forget to put in your email if you're a first-timer and get that 25% off an already affordable price, plus fast and free shipping to your desired location. All right, guys, I hope you had a fantastic weekend. My weekend was phenomenal. Life is just awesome. We should all be grateful we woke up today. If you're listening to this is a blessing, not just because it's this podcast, but anything you get to listen to, read to, talk to, your kids, your parents, your wife. This is all blessings, guys. We are given a gift when we wake up and we get to roll through the day. And so today I'm really excited because it's episode 11, meaning, wow, we broke the 10-episode mark, and this is the 11th. But today's topic is something that I think goes not seen, and it's called the hidden pickleball injury nobody talks about. And what is that, guys? That is nervous system fatigue. Yes, all those things in your body that we really never think about because all we see is feet and skin and toenails and the things on the outside. But we forget about the nervous system, which controls all and most of our body, right? The nervous system. And you can make that sucker fatigued, and you wouldn't even know if you felt bad. You'd think you had the flu or the hantavirus or whatever the heck is going around these days. But, a lot of times in intense pickleball training and play, we are dealing with nervous system fatigue. So I just want to say welcome back to the Pickleball Recovery and Performance Podcast. We're going to talk about this hidden injury today, and we just hope that you take the good things from this, share the feeds. Together we reach more so that we can help pickleball players move better, recover faster, and stay on the court longer. Today's episode is what I like to call a blue ocean topic that almost nobody in pickleball is talking about yet. But in the next few years, I believe it's going to become one, if not the biggest conversation in the sport. We're not talking about elbow pain. We're not talking about shoulder injuries, and we're not even talking about mobility. Today we're talking about nervous system fatigue in pickleball. Okay? So let's dive in, guys. I'm going to ask you a question. If you ever felt mentally fried after playing, started missing easy shots late in the game, felt slow even though your body wasn't sore, did you ever lose hand speed after multiple matches? Did you ever struggle to recover after tournament weekends? This episode, I believe, if you've answered yes to any of those questions, can change how you think about pickleball performance, okay? Because the truth, guys, really is most pickleball players think they have a muscle recovery problem, which in a lot of cases, physically and on the fly, yes, that's correct. But many actually are having what's called nervous system recovery problem, okay? And yes, recovery products, inflammation management, circulation, sleep quality, calming the body with the breathing exercise I've gifted you guys with, all connect directly to this conversation, okay? So if we can cover all bases, education is key. So today we're going to dive into the nervous system overload, the reaction speed, fatigue is what I like to call it. I also called the next one Pickleball Brain Burnout, recovery stacking, parasympathetic recovery, and how elite-level recovery habits and quietly entertaining recreational pickleball. All right, let's get into it, guys. So why do you think pickleball drains your brain? I think it's what makes pickleball unique compared to many sports. It's one of the highest reaction density sports in the world, right? It's not just intensely physical and hard on the knees and feet and elbows and all that stuff. But guys, you already know this if you played for a while. It's big time mental, right? So think about it. If you're in micro hand battles, split second resets, constant anticipation, eye tracking, eye movement, scanning, scan, scanny, scan, quick directional changes, paddle angle adjustments, fast auditory processing, right? Social pressure, are they looking at me? Score remembering, oh my gosh, what was the score? What number server am I? Yeah, you guys know what I'm talking about. That resonates, right? Strategy shifts. Your nervous system is firing at all levels constantly. Every dink exchange, guys, is basically a neurological chess match happening at ultra high speed, okay? And this is the crazy part. You can finish a long pickleball session and feel mentally exhausted, emotionally drained, super overstimulated, I know I do, and physically off, right? Without traditional muscle soreness. Are you following and starting to see something here? Mm-hmm. That's nervous system fatigue, guys. If you ever were to search terms like that are starting to explode online, you'll see pickleball reaction time training, pickleball mental fatigue, pickleball recovery science, pickleball burnout, how to recover after tournament pickleball, pickleball hand speed decline, right? It's because people are trying to hit markets that are knowing that's coming inside of pickleball. And most people still think recovery only means stretching, ice, protein, those kind of things, which do not get me wrong, guys. Don't change that. That's important. You know, recovery and preventative measures is all about an array of tools in your bag, right? But the future of recovery is probably neurological recovery. That is what I'm talking about, okay? All right, so the science of pickleball brain. Let's talk about the pickleball brain, because that's what I am calling it. It's not medically, it's not officially, but functionally, right? So pickleball brain is slower reactions, poor resets, reduced anticipation, emotional frustration, rushed decisions, and decreased touch, okay? It's all caused by what? Your nervous system is overloaded. Yep, it's too much. You know that feeling, guys, late in the session, or for me, it's like typically the 8th game of the first 2 hours. Your drops suddenly float high, your resets lose touch, and your hands feel half a second slow. And you're like, what's going on? And everyone goes, dude, you've been playing since 7. What? It's noon. Okay. There is truth in that. You're playing a lot, right? If you played a basketball match for 17 hours, you'd probably feel fatigued. But that's not always conditioning, guys. Sometimes your brain-body communication is simply overloaded, right? You ever been overstimulated? Okay, think about that. This is why I believe professional athletes obsess over these things that I have identified. And I am taking some from myself and experience, but I think there's some other ones too. But they overload with sleep quality, making sure, right? Sleep tracking apps, those kind of things. Breath work, which I absolutely love. Inflammation management, right? Which can be cold, hot plunge therapy. It could be simple stretching to stretch out that inflammation point. It could be Paddle Pro Recovery Balm, which is amazing. It could be circulation that they overload with. They do stress reduction. They take a lot of magnesium. And if you take magnesium, guys, make sure you throw everything away and only take magnesium glycinate. And they obsess over recovery rituals because I believe elite performance isn't just muscle strength, guys. It's not just lifting weights, running 3 miles this week and trying to achieve 5 miles next week. I think the only way you get to those massive athletic goals that our bodies can do is based on the array of tools of recovery and mitigation, okay? And I think that's where recovery routines become incredibly important for pickleball players, especially over the age of 35 and 45, and definitely over 55. Because, guys, recovery speed changes with age, okay? So I don't know if you're 18 listening to this or 95, but can I get a hallelujah? Yeah. Your performance is actually consistently improved when you're managing this stuff, right? That's a huge opportunity in pickleball right now because most players are only focused on paddles and drills, right? So what is recovery optimism for reaction sports? That is something important. Let's talk about it. Recovery stacking, all right, I believe is the future of pickleball performance This could be in the Ray. You'll probably see pop-ups come up, mobile trucks, these type of businesses that's all about recovery stacking, okay? And these things, I think, include hydration, mobility, circulation, nervous system calming, inflammation support, sleep support, topical recovery. That's paddleprobalm.com. Breathing, hot-cold contrast, right? Hot-cold plunge. And active recovery instead of one magic solution, which everyone's trying to sell you out there. Take this and you'll be this. Buy this and you'll see this. And most of it's just crapola, right? So you need to build an ecosystem. And that's why I think Paddle Pro Recovery is a big part of the ecosystem, because it fits into the conversation. Okay, one thing that many players love after long sessions is the ritual of recovery, the breath work, not just physically, but mentally. Okay? If you were to get the Paddle Pro Balm Recovery Balm and you apply Recovery Balm after playing, that becomes a signal to your body internally, or scientific word or biological word, endogenous, meaning inner, right? So the actives inside of our organic plant-based non-chemical balm actually go in transdermally within a few minutes and tell the affected or inflamed area and tells your body to send a couple things, endogenous cannabinoids and red blood cells rapidly to the affected area. Hence why the inflammation is reduced. Hence why the pain relief is reduced. Hence why the more you use it, the more you recover. You could stay out of surgery. You could stay off chemicals, right? This matters more than people realize. Competition is over. Recovery begins. What are you doing for your recovery? And actually, I would like to know. Let's start a massive conversation, guys. Let's start a movement. Comment in whatever podcast platform you're listening to this on and give me a comment. Shoot us an email. Let's talk about this. I'll get you on the podcast. This will be fun. All right? So the nervous system responds heavily to routine and cues, right? We're setting our nervous system from when we were a baby. Except when we're a baby, our parents, their energy, their anger, their happiness, their sadness, their gladness, all is affecting the way our nervous system is building and reacting and stabilizing certain cues, or what many would call triggers, right? So that's what it's doing. When players combine post-game hydration, mobility work, recovery balm, reduced inflammation, and calming routines, guys, they're often going to feel better, not just physically, but neurologically. Okay, let's take care of the dome. Yes, take care of that dome. And the pickleball space is wide open, but no one is talking about this. All right? I am. We are. You guys listening are. Tell your friends. Share the feeds. Because right now, everyone is fighting over paddle reviews. Dude, did you get the new boomstick? Oh, how's it hit? Actually, it hits so freaking hard and it's so expensive that I had to mortgage my home, and now the ball is in court 13 and we're on court 1. Just kidding. Not giving a bad review about the boomstick. It's got its place. It's cool. But anyways, everyone is obsessing over paddle reviews, spin tests, power rankings. But nobody is talking about the nervous system recovery in pickleball, reaction recovery, tournament recovery science, or longevity recovery. Okay? So let's do that. Share the feeds. The rise of longevity players. Are you ready for this one? All right. I'm excited about this. I have a prediction. I think the next massive wave in pickleball is not going to be competition. It's going to be the longevity players is what I'm coining that term. All right? I think they're going to be players who want to play pain-free in their 60s and 70s. I think it's players that want to maintain their reaction speed because it's important. And what? If we're talking about 60 and 70-year-olds, don't they want to preserve mobility? Yes. They want to avoid burnout. They want to recover faster between sessions, all right? And by the way, guys, age doesn't freaking matter about anything. I seen my uncle retire at 65, go buy a lake house, and said he's going to sit on his recliner and enjoy the next so many years. And I'm thinking in my head, dude, you're giving your mobility a rest, and you're going to fade out. And he did, guys. He died and passed away. Sadly, we love Mike, but within 5 years. You could be 60, 70, 80, 90, maybe not 100, but 60, 70 for sure, 75. I'll put that confidence on there. And you can be fit. Yes. So there's your lesson for the day. So it's just the excuses in our heads. But these players are searching for things like how to play pickleball longer, pickleball anti-inflammatory recovery, best pickleball for pickleball players over 50, pickleball longevity, pickleball wellness, how to avoid pickleball fatigue. The market is enormous, okay? But no one's talking about it. It's just wide open because pickleball isn't just a sport anymore, guys. It's becoming, seriously, are you ready for this? This is how crazy this sport is. Identity, community, wellness, social connection, and lifestyle, which mean recovery products are no longer just sports products, guys. They are actually becoming lifestyle tools, all right? Huge difference. I want to take a minute and just thank you again for listening to this podcast and following us and hoping that you do share the feeds. And I promise that you will learn, become a better person in general. And yes, it's about pickleball. Yes, I want to promote Paddle Pro Recovery Balm. It's amazing. But guys, I hope the ultimate takeaway from this podcast journey with you is that you learn something that increases your health, increases your physical and mental health, and makes you a better person every day, on and off the court. Okay? So the next frontier, I think, in performance, speaking of pickleball, is probably recovery is what you do after performance, right? So recovery creates performance. We can't perform better tomorrow unless we have recovery. My daughter cannot pass her poem she needs to study tomorrow, which, by the way, currently is an amazing poem by Rudolph Kipling. You probably heard it. But she can't pass that test unless she practices, right? She's, we're talking about recovery, but she has to preventatively recover and practice to learn. So the players who recover better are going to have faster reaction. They are 100% going to move better. They're going to think clearer and maintain consistency longer. That's why recovery is becoming a performance category, guys. Not just pain, preventative recovery. All right? I think this is where pickleball is heading after the next, probably I'm going to say 5 years. Are you ready for this? This is what I think is coming. Wearable recovery tech specified and marketed, targeted to pickleball. Reaction training. Maybe like Fit 45, these little tiny camp, rinse and repeat franchise models, recovery reaction training. Think about it. Nervous system monitoring, mobility analytics, sleep optimization, topical recovery systems, tournament recovery routines, and longevity-focused performance brands. That's what I think the future is. And honestly, guys, pickleball is one of the best sports in the world, I think, to lead that movement because the player base is highly engaged and actively searching for ways to keep playing longer. That is the key takeaway in pickleball for me. Every player I meet is looking for ways to play longer. Okay? I think that's you. I know that's me. But that is what I see. I've never experienced a sport or time with such rapid growth, such collaborative community that's building real friendships, that's bringing a healing major tool to the ADHD class, that's helping everything that you're training in pickleball is helping your work life, your female or male life, your marriage, being a better dad, being a better mom, being a better grandma, being a better grandpa. How could I say that about football, guys? Being a better grandpa from playing football? No, not going to happen. So I just kind of want to recap and thank you guys for such a great listen today. I'm trying to keep these short because I know the world is on TikTok mode, and it's like, oh, what did he say? The word the? Oh, I'm bored. But, guys, I'm putting through some stuff. I am so very passionate about pickleball. I'm so very passionate about the things our team here at Paddle Pro build. And a shout out to our team, by the way. We have an amazing team, guys. Honest. We are here to love the one we're with. We are here to serve the people. That's why our product dominates the market in pricing. We don't make a a ton of money or gross profit margin on our product, but our goal is to help as many people as we can. Why would I slap a $100 price tag, which kind of equivalent around $89 is out there for a product like ours, and then only go after a certain market? That's not fair. I want people on food stamps to get this. I want people on food stamps to get off food stamps. I want them to be rich. But I want people on food stamps to be able to afford this Balm. That's what we got to do. We got to come together, guys. We have to know that we were all born equal. We have to know that we're all together in this thing called life. We have to know that each and every one of us build each other up. We have to know that positivity trumps negativity. We have to know that love above all. We have to know that love above all. We have to pray for our enemies. We have to love our enemies. We have to give water to the thirsty. Okay? We got to stop listening to the politics that is damaging our brains, dividing the streets. We got to come together and build businesses that help people. Businesses like ours, topical recovery bombs and recovery systems. Maybe you have an amazing idea. I can help you with that. I love to help people bring their idea out of their mind and extrapolate it into an actual master plan that is achievable and conservative and will change your life. This is the Pickleball Recovery and Performance Podcast, but it's so much more. It's a voice for pickleball community. It's a positive movement. It is time to rise above negativity and evil and demolish evil's chances to continue to divide us. So pick up a pickleball paddle, stretch those knees, do your breathing, grab a Paddle Pro recovery balm, and take your pain away and start to heal your body the right way, without chemicals, the way it was intended. And share these feeds, get into a court, no matter the anxiety you feel, bust through that wall and find a court, find a center, find a park, and get out there and start to better your life, better your health, and bring joy and fulfillment to your heart. Because pickleball has done that for so many, and it will do that for you. Guys, thank you so much for listening to episode 11 of the Pickleball Performance Recovery Podcast, brought to you live by Paddle Pro Recovery. And don't forget to shoot over to paddleprobalm.com today. Put your email in for 25% off, fast and free shipping, and start to heal your body right and live pain-free. Until Friday, guys, I wish you a super blessed week ahead. I wish you great times on the court, an extremely great recovery, and I hope that you come away today adding one more thing to your routine so you can be a better version of you. Ciao.